Now in Good Morning Northwest, the longest government shutdown in history is finally over for now. Congress votes to reopen after 45 days as federal workers prepare for back pay. What happens next for government services?
And today, Thursday, will be the wettest day of our week, when you should be ready for that rain to get started today in my first alert forecast.
And justice for Margaret Anselmo nearly 3 decades later. DNA evidence identifies her killer in a breakthrough for Spokane investigators. How the killer's own family helped solve this brutal 1997 murder. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Thursday, November 13th. We're going to kick things off here with meteorologist Matt Gray and look at that first alert forecast. Wettest day of the week, eh?
Wettest day of the week. It's not starting off that way, but I promise you, it's going to finish that way. Look what's happening over on the west side. Lots of wet weather, and eventually we're going to see a bunch of moisture come up through the Columbia Gorge and really start to create some rainy conditions for us. Even though it'll take a little bit of time to get here, once it does, will be quite soggy. So not a whole lot of wet weather we're tracking actively this morning. A couple little showers near Orofino. And then we have another little sprinkle as well that we're watching, or at least a couple little sprinkles that are trying to move in over Kettle Falls, in between there, Colville, and then up into the Marcus area as well, north of Enchilium, crossing Lake Roosevelt. So there's just been a little bit of activity in our northern mountains. That's really about it so far. That is going to change. The bulk of the wet weather still going to take its time to get here. In the meantime, low clouds and areas of fog for the start of your day. Temperatures as we head towards midday will be in the mid 40s and upper 40s to low 50s, and we'll be looking for that broader area of rain to start moving in. So especially from lunchtime through the afternoon and into the evening, you got to be ready for some soggy weather. And we will take a closer look at this and really the broader picture, which looks very busy heading into the weekend coming up.
We are following breaking news. After 45 days, the government shutdown is finally over. Yesterday, House members were back inside the Capitol for the first time in 54 days and voted to end the longest shutdown in history. The bill was then signed by President Trump.
So I just want to tell the American people, you should not forget this when we come up to midterms and other things. Don't forget what they've done to our country.
President Trump is making it clear he wants voters to remember who's to blame. Meanwhile, Democrats are clapping back, saying the White House is responsible for the shutdown.
Donald Trump and Republicans made the decision to shut the government down, the longest shutdown in American history. Would rather do that than provide health care that's affordable to working class Americans.
Many Democrats voted against the bill, saying it doesn't do enough to keep health care costs down. As the government reopens, officials say it will take some time for things to get back to normal. SNAP benefits are being restored, but air traffic is still shaky. The transportation secretary says it could take days before flights are back on track. This deal runs through the end of January, and if Congress can't agree on a long-term deal, we could be facing another shutdown. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks so much. Well, despite the government reopening, there are still some lingering impacts.
The Department of Transportation announcing flight reductions at 40 of the nation's airports will remain at 6%. Now, Spokane is not one of those airports, but travelers here are still feeling the impacts. 8 flights were canceled in and out of Spokane yesterday, and another 6 already today.
Well, I'm trying to get to Mobile, Alabama. You know, they've canceled my flight already. Didn't realize it till I got here.
These problems may last longer than expected. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says since the shutdown, 15 to 20 air traffic controllers are retiring each day. With holiday travel just weeks away now, he says flight reductions will remain in place until staffing is back to normal levels. But the FAA says it is still figuring out whether the system can gradually return to normal.
Idaho State Police are investigating a crash involving a vehicle and 2 pedestrians. It happened at the intersection of Michigan Avenue and North A Street near the Clearwater Public Library in Orofino. According to ISP, officers responded to the crash around 6 in the evening. A 76-year-old man and 75-year-old woman were taken to the Clearwater Valley Health Center by ambulance. They say the driver was a 46-year-old woman, and ISP continues investigating.
East Adams Rural Health Care faces closure within months. The Ritzville Hospital carries more than $100 million in debt and struggles to maintain operations. If the hospital closes, the nearest emergency room would be 45 minutes away. 108 employees could lose their job. That includes medical staff who have worked there for years.
We are working on absolutely everything we can currently to ensure that doesn't happen.
Interim CEO Todd Nida points to past leadership mistakes as the source of the financial crisis. The hospital also dealt with a fraud investigation earlier this year involving $30,000 taken by an accounting clerk. Hospital leadership plans a town hall Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock at the Legion Hall in Ritzville to answer questions about the hospital's future.
DNA evidence has solved a nearly 29-year-old murder in downtown Spokane. On January 3rd of 1997, the body of 45-year-old Margaret Anselmo was found on the 700 block of East Pacific in downtown Spokane. Investigators say she'd been sexually assaulted and beaten. The medical examiner ruled she died from blunt force trauma to the head. At the time, investigators were not able to find her killer, and the case went cold until recently, when a company specializing in forensic genetic genealogy offered to help. The evidence collected from Anselmo's body led investigators to Brian Anderson, who lived in Pend Oreille County. Anderson died years ago, but his family agreed to help investigators and confirmed the DNA link. If he were alive today, police say they would seek first-degree murder and first-degree rape charges against Anderson. Last month, we featured the lab that helped solve this case. It was instrumental in cracking more than 20 local cold cases. You can see my report about Othram. We have linked it to this story on KXLY.com.
Still doing a lot of work here in our community.
Yeah, and we'll probably continue to do so. It's now 7 minutes after 6.
Checking back in with meteorologist Matt Gray this morning. Taking a look outside. Where are we looking now?
Yeah,
looking foggy.
You get some fog. You get some fog. You get some fog. It's foggy in Moses Lake. It's foggy in Coeur d'Alene. It's foggy in a lot of places this morning, or you're stuck under gloomy clouds. If you're thinking about seeing sun today, don't think that's happening. Once the fog lifts, we've got rain coming in. We'll take a look at that after this.
1 in 4 American households lives paycheck to paycheck. Coming up, what a new study found about the harsh reality of today's economy.
Plus, President Trump's immigration crackdown faces major setback. A federal judge forces the release of 615 detainees from Operation Midway Blitz in Illinois. What this means for future deportation efforts, that's next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
Country Financial has been helping protect lives and livelihoods since 1925. Here with advice on better managing risk is a Country Financial representative.
Financial planning is an important way for people and families to better manage risk. But one often overlooked element is life insurance. Why is having life insurance important as a part of an overall financial plan? First, it provides an income to those depending on you should you die unexpectedly. Income for paying off a mortgage, college tuition for children, or simply for daily living expenses. Life insurance can be surprisingly affordable with many options to choose from. Term insurance covering specific periods of time, as well as whole life insurance for managing risk throughout your entire lifetime. A professional can help guide you through choices, making sure you provide for those you care about as the ultimate expression of love and caring. A way to provide for them if you're not able to.
For more information, visit countryfinancial.com.
This week on Neutrogena Remembers.
Will you marry me?
I love you.
If you remember these two, it may be time to start using Neutrogena Retinol Regenerating Cream. It can reverse 7 years of visible aging. Great skin. Oh, to be young.
It's no secret, the finest poinsettias for Christmas are always found at Spokane's go-to garden center, the Plant Farm. Set the tone for the holidays with traditional Brava red, or celebrate with unique shades like orange, pink, or even multicolored. Fill your home and office with beautiful poinsettias from the Plant Farm and gift one to a friend. Spokane's go-to garden center for poinsettias, the Plant Farm, because life is better in the garden.
Everyone's gearing up for the holidays. The best friend.
So happy together.
And the first timer. The neighborhood hero. And the out-of-towners. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Red Tag. Now well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models. Plus, Costco Executive members can get a $12.50 members-only incentive.
It It's mesmerizing. Cleaning that greasy mess with Dawn Platinum.
And not even scrubbing.
Well, fluff my feathers. It cuts through the slimy stuff better than their old dish soap, removing 99% of grease. That's why only Dawn is trusted to save wildlife.
Your time is 6:10. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. 1 in 4 U.S. households is living paycheck to paycheck, according to a new Bank of America analysis.
It's another sign today's economy is becoming increasingly unaffordable. The bank's researchers combed through internal data on tens of millions of consumers and tracked how much they spent on necessities like housing, gas, groceries, childcare, and utilities. The report found that 24% of households spend more than 95% of their income on those necessities, leaving little to nothing left over for the nice-to-have things like going out to dinner, taking a vacation, let alone saving. The report comes as President Trump continues to dismiss affordability concerns as a, quote, con job conjured up by the Democrats.
A federal judge has ordered the release of more than 600 people arrested as part of the Trump administration's immigration crackdown in Illinois. It's a blow to the president's sweeping deportation efforts. Attorneys from the National Immigrant Justice Center and the ACLU say more than 3,000 people were arrested between June and October in Operation Midway Blitz. Now, 615 of them must be granted bond by November 21st.
Time to plan out your day. Clouds and fog here this morning. It's going to be a gloomy start, but for the most part, dry. Just a couple little showers hanging around. Then as we head into the afternoon, it's going to be mild again. We continue to see warm temperatures all week. That's not going to change even with a bunch of rain that's going to be coming in for the afternoon and the evening. And speaking of evening, through the overnight, even more rain. This system going to last all the way until Friday morning.
Matt, thank you so much. It's now 6:12.
One woman's fight for her marriage pays off big. A jury sided with a jilted wife, forcing the other woman to pay nearly $2 million for home wrecking. The unusual state law at the center of this payout, it's all coming right up.
First, a break in a live look at your Thursday morning and why we are showing you this building, the old Shopko in Spokane Valley. Ooh, we'll tell you all about it coming up.
It's the Little Spokane restaurant with a big heart.
It's the best fried chicken in Spokane.
How has Chicken and Mo survived 30 years of ups and downs? Owner Bob Hemphill shares the struggles, the laughs, and his big dream tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest.
Hurry to our Black Friday sale and save up to $17,000 off or 0% APR on new 25 GMC Sierra 1500 Denali's. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Kyle with Bill's Heating, here to take a look at your furnace.
I thought you guys were teamed up with Gonzaga. Where's the basketball player?
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. We do have Davis Fogel on standby.
Standby?
Oh, yeah. Whenever one of us needs him, we just shout his name.
What?
Watch.
Whoa, it's like magic.
Actually, he just made me wait around the corner.
Exactly. It's magic.
Call Bill's Heating and AC today.
Escape to Missisquoi Casino Hotel, just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Enjoy the region's only non-smoking casino, featuring exciting ways to win, delicious food options, and a beautiful hotel to book your next getaway. Relax, rejuvenate, and discover more fun with our hotel amenities, including a sparkling pool, modern fitness center, and a convenient ski locker room designed for guests heading to the slopes. Plan your perfect staycation and book today at Missisquoi.com.
AutoNation's Black Friday used car event starts now. Shop over 25,000 used cars at AutoNation.com. All priced to sell with $0 down. Plus, make no payments till next year. Save your cash for the holidays. Hurry to AutoNation today.
Welcome to Wonders of the World. Come feel the magic inside. Fascinating and powerful crystals from the dawn of time. Incredible natural wonders and prehistoric artifacts. And talk about magic, you should come to Fantasyland. Thousands of pieces of fabulous jewelry and literally millions of beads. Remarkable, astonishing, and whimsical. Come visit Wonders of the World. There's magic inside, and you can take some home.
It's all about the person that's leaving this world, but it's equally about the family. We don't know how to handle certain situations, and hospice can come in and train us.
Takes a special person.
Yeah, I said, you are amazing at what you do.
And she said, this is a calling, and I love what I do.
Hurry to our Black Friday sale and save up to $11,750 off or 0% APR on new 26 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevations. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Welcome back. It is now 5:16. In North Carolina, a jury has awarded big money to a woman who says her husband cheated on her.
It's citing a little-known law that's holding the husband's affair partner financially responsible. Here's ABC's Victor Okendo with the story.
Hi guys, let's cook some spaghetti.
This morning, a jury has ordered a TikTok influencer accused of breaking up a marriage to pay nearly $2 million to the jilted spouse.
I was raised to respect the marriage. I was raised to respect God. Loyalty, marriage, the White House with the picket fence and the dog and the kid, that's me.
Akira Montague sued Brene Kennard, a TikToker with millions of followers, under an unusual state law in North Carolina. Montague claiming that Kennard had an affair with her husband, and as a result, Montague claimed what's known as alienation of affection. Her attorney speaking to our station WTVD.
I think it shows the world that you should think twice before you interfere with a marriage. You should think about those children and that spouse.
The law says plaintiffs in cases like this must prove they're in a loving marriage. The third party must have knowledge of the marriage, and the marriage must have continued during the affair.
It was horrible. Even right now, I don't like going out in public with my kids because I'll get stopped in the store. I can't have fun with my kids to this day because people harass me and so it's hard.
Kennard denied the allegations and claimed the photos and videos were obtained illegally, but the judge rejected her request to dismiss the case, and the jury awarded Montague $1.75 million, one of the biggest awards of its kind in the state.
I want people to be able to think, okay, Miss Montague won $1.75 million. Is that man worth it? Is that woman worth it? They will think now.
Victor Okendo, ABC News, New York.
There we go. And that law, just for reference, is not in effect in Washington, Idaho, or Oregon or anywhere here.
Just 6 states. Just 6 states, and
Can I talk about something
Please do.
nicer, funner?
Yeah, what you got?
It's my 5th anniversary. Happy anniversary, honey.
Happy anniversary to you. Coming off of that story.
Yeah, coming off of that story, I was like, we gotta switch up the mood here. It's getting a little dark.
Congratulations.
It's getting a little dark. So
much love.
So yeah, when you talk about planning your day, I'm planning some dinner later.
Well, there you go. Good job.
And you know what? It's a good day to do some inside things because we've got foggy weather. We've got rainy weather coming up here as well for this afternoon. I mean, look once we get towards lunchtime and then afterwards, how quickly our rain chances begin to change. It's a very hit or miss situation this morning. Not so much heading into the afternoon and especially through the overnight. We have more wet weather on the way for the start of Friday. We'll get a little bit of a break heading into Saturday, and then Sunday another system rolls in by the end of the day. Notice how warm these temperatures are. We are running well above our average, which is usually mid 40s to low 30s. So what we haven't talked about yet is snow. And this, today, the 13th of November, is our average first day of measurable snow in Spokane. Now, obviously, every year is different. We've had our first measurable snow much later. We've had our first measurable snow much earlier. But in general, here in mid-November is when we start looking for snowy conditions. And I tell you what, with temperatures like this, we are not even getting close, at least through the end of the weekend. Now, after the weekend, let's take a look at that. First, here's that wet weather for this afternoon and this evening. We're going to continue to see rain for the end of Friday and into Saturday around our northern counties. And then as we head into Sunday, here comes the next weather system. Look what's going on behind it. You see these purple colors and this counterclockwise swirling wind. This is a big trough of low pressure, and it's bringing in much colder air from up north. This is going to be a catalyst for those snow levels to begin to lower. And as we head from Monday night into Tuesday night, we're going to start to see snow over our mountain passes, especially in North Idaho. And so we could even see things drop low enough heading into the middle of next week to where at the very least we have to be on the lookout in those high elevation valleys for a rain-snow mix. So things, the character, I guess, of the active weather, I think is going to change fairly quickly next week. I mean, look at these temperatures. We're talking about lows getting down into the 20s as we get, 1, 2, 3 shots of cooler air here over the next 7 to 10 days. And so by the time we get to Monday night, and then into your Wednesday as well with system number 3 on the 7-day forecast, yeah, we got to be on the lookout for some wintry varieties of weather, at the very least, around our mountain passes. So a lot for us to track as we head into next week, everybody.
All right. That's for sure. Look at all the rain on that 7-day. So fun. Matt, thanks.
Your time is now 6:20.
After sweating it out in the first half, the Zags managed to kick it into high gear for the second half of Tuesday night's game against Creighton, thanks in a large part to a pair of Bulldog point guards leading the charge. We'll tell you how they made a major impact in this game. That's coming up next here in Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Welcome Broadway's Rock of Ages, the driving music force that rocked Broadway and millions of fans in the groundbreaking show Rock of Ages live in concert at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, November 20th. Get your tickets now.
Winning is just the beginning. With depression, it feels like every day you're just going through the motions. But what if you could get your go back? Go with Auvelity. Auvelity worked fast. Some saw relief in as early as 1 week. And Auvelity lasted. On average, significant relief was seen at 6 weeks. Antidepressants may increase suicidal thoughts and actions in young adults. Tell your doctor about sudden changes to mood, thoughts, or behavior. Don't take Auvelity if you have a history of seizure, eating disorder, or have abruptly stopped drinking alcohol, or taking benzodiazepines, barbiturates, or anti-seizure medicine. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Don't take if you're allergic to dextromethorphan, bupropion, or any of the ingredients in Auvelity. Don't take with MAOIs. High blood pressure, manic episodes, serious eye problems, and dizziness can occur. Report all medicines you take to avoid a life-threatening condition. Don't take Auvelity if you are or may become pregnant. Side effects can include dizziness, headache, diarrhea, feeling sleepy, dry mouth, sexual function problems, and excessive sweating. Ask your provider about Auvelity. Go with Auvelity.
At Gold Seal Plumbing, we're making it easier than ever to upgrade your home's hot water system with our water heater warehouse blowout sale. Right now, save $299 on professional installation from Spokane's most trusted plumbers. And with 0% financing for up to 18 months, you can enjoy comfort and efficiency today with payments that fit your budget. Gold Seal Plumbing is family owned and trusted since 1967. So call today. We're on our way.
This river wasn't dammed in a day, and GMC trucks weren't built overnight. Like every American achievement, they are a result of dedication. Over 100 years dedicated to the art of engineering and the ambition to always move this country forward. Get 0% APR on Sierra 1500 models. We are professional grade.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. I want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
Welcome to Morning Sports. I'm Jack Wallace. The Gonzaga Bulldogs played an immaculate second half in their beatdown to the Creighton Blue Jays, fueled by a 19-0 run. And plenty of that fire came from Gonzaga's pair of point guards, Braden Smith and Mario St-Superi, both playing arguably their best game of the season. B. Smith and Mario combined for 19 points, 8 assists, plus 5 steals, only 2 turnovers. They both were also solid defensively, and Smith added great leadership, while St-Superi great aggression. Gonzaga big Braden Huff spoke highly of his teammates post-game.
I think it's similar to kind of what we were these past couple years, where he'd be on the court and I'd come in for him. So that's really cool to see. Mario, obviously young, but he's playing with a ton of confidence. And yeah, B. Smith, we know what he's capable of. Heck of a leader, and they're going to be big for us all season.
The Zags take their 3-0 start in another test this week on the road, the Arizona State Sun Devils. That's coming up tomorrow at 8. Freeman Scotties entered their 2B Washington High School State playoffs amped and ready to go following a strong 8-2 season, one that's seen a sole 1-point loss to anyone at their division level. Now the Scotties enter their first postseason test this year against the Clay Elam Roslyn Warriors. We caught up with the team this week on what it would mean for them to make a deep run this season as they try to win their first state ring since 2013.
Oh, it would be just
so surreal, I guess. Like, that's what every kid dreams of. And like, since we start playing when we're young, and just to be able to give back to all like the community that has given so much to us to be successful. Like, we don't have everything out here if it wasn't for them either. So that would just mean the world to be able to give back what they've given to us.
The defensive captain and his Scotties gear up for the big home game. That's coming up tomorrow night, but we have a full story on Freeman coming up tonight. Make sure to watch out for that story here on 4 News Now at 6. And that's all for morning sports, but check out more sports, including that Freeman story, coming up on 4 News Now at 6 and then Nightside tonight.
It's now 6:25.
Well, you may think older adults get scammed the most, but you're wrong. New data shows Gen Z faces triple the text scam attempts compared to older adults. The shocking numbers and the tips to protect yourself from scammers, that's next.
And we are taking a live look at the old Shopko in Spokane Valley. This morning, new reports on a popular store that's on track to move in there. What could be coming to the valley next? And as we go to break, your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, the deepening mystery of what happened to Melody Buzzard.
Ma'am, you're released on supervised release.
Ashley Buzzard, the mother of the 9-year-old who's been missing from her home near Santa Barbara for over a month, sent home from jail with a GPS monitor. But Ashley was not in court to face charges related to Melody's disappearance. She was there to face a charge of false imprisonment after a man she knew named Tyler Brewer accused her of holding him against his will in her home.
We're entering a not guilty plea.
Ashley Buzzard released after a judge ruled she was not a flight risk. And this morning, her attorney, Adrian Galvin, speaking out to GMA.
We're eager to test the reliability, veracity, and credibility of the complaining witness in this case, and we intend to do so.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have the very latest on Melody's disappearance. With your GMA First Look, I'm Matt Gutman, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Dupixent continuously works to help prevent asthma attacks, so girls' days are better. Game days are better. Even Mondays are better. Dupixent's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. It's not for sudden breathing problems. Some people felt their asthma symptoms improve in as little as 3 days. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away of signs of inflamed blood vessels like rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, brown or dark-colored urine, tingling or numbness in limbs. Tell your doctor of new or worsening skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Do more with less asthma. Ask your doctor about Dupixent, the most prescribed biologic in asthma. Also approved as an add-on treatment for adults with COPD that is not well controlled and with a specific marker of inflammation.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Shriners Children's Hospitals.
Celebrating 80 years in business with discounts for the decades. Up to 80% off store-wide and new furniture collections. The Tin Roof, locally owned, locally loved since 1945.
Everyone's gearing up for the holidays. The best friend.
Happy together.
And the first timer. The neighborhood hero. And the out-of-towners. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Red Tag. Now well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing on all 2026 Equinox models.
See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
When it comes to taking care of your car, trust the family-owned service department that puts you first. At Coeur d'Alene Honda, we don't just fix cars, we keep your family safe on the road. With no hidden fees or surprise charges, you'll always know exactly what you're paying for. And with us, you only pay a 6% tax on parts, never on labor. Come to Coeur d'Alene Honda, where quality service meets honest pricing every time. Call us to schedule an appointment today.
Celebrating 80 years in business with discounts for the decades. Up to 80% off store-wide and new furniture collections. The Tin Roof, locally owned, locally loved since 1945.
From 4 News Now, This is Good Morning Northwest.
We are kicking off this half hour with the 4 News Now story tracker, following the stories people are reading about online this morning. Today marks 3 years since the 4 University of Idaho students were murdered in an off-campus home by Bryan Kohberger. This comes as the family of one victim, Kaylee Gonsalves, endorses a Change.org petition to stop a Lifetime movie from being made about the murders. The Gonsalves family posting on Facebook saying, "We do not want Kaylee being portrayed in a slasher film." Meanwhile, in a statement, Idaho Senator Jim Risch marked the day by saying, "Today we remember Maddie, Kaylee, Xana, and Ethan. Their legacy continues to unite the Vandal community through the Healing Garden on campus."
The House is set to vote next week on a contentious bill compelling the release of all the Justice Department's Jeffrey Epstein case files. It comes on the heels of yesterday's bombshell release of newly acquired emails from Epstein's estate that mention President Trump. The president has denied any wrongdoing and accused Democrats of bringing up Epstein to deflect from their handling of the government shutdown.
And it's the end of the road for the 1-cent coin. After 230 years in circulation, the final penny was minted yesterday in Philadelphia. The federal government says the coin is just too expensive, costing nearly 4 cents each to make. Retailers have voiced their concerns as penny supplies run low, saying the phase-out was abrupt and came with no guidance from the government. Some are wondering if the 5-cent nickel, which costs 14 cents to make, could be the next coin in jeopardy. Good morning, Northwest. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Thursday, November 13th. Let's check in with meteorologist Matt Gray and your first alert forecast.
And we are ready for the sun to come up here in just about 20 odd minutes or so, but you're not going to see a lot of sun today. In fact, hardly any. We've got cloudy skies over Spokane. We've got some pretty thick fog that's really starting to kind of envelop Coeur d'Alene here this morning. So folks around Coeur d'Alene, you want to make sure you are slowing it down and building some extra time into your morning commute, because this is starting to look especially dense as you work your way towards downtown and the lake. 43 right now in Coeur d'Alene, 41 in Spokane. Fog out in the West Plains as well for your commuting displeasure to this morning. We are watching for rain because this is going to be our wettest day this week. Obviously not starting that way. It's looking pretty clean, but we do have some showers as we look up towards the Marcus area north of Colville and Kettle Falls. This stretching all the way up towards Medellin Falls, where we're seeing some little sprinkles as well, along with the Northport area. Look at all the wet weather over on the other side of the state. A lot of this is going to end up getting eaten by the Cascades, but if you look further south, things starting to coalesce around the Columbia River Gorge, an opening in the mountains that's going to let some moisture into our region and start to make things soggy later today. We'll take you through that timeline and when you need to plan for having a raincoat out there coming up.
Matt, thanks. Well, the latest vote count shows Spokane voters have approved the $440 million Together Spokane proposal.
It promises upgrades and improvements to every neighborhood across the city. One of the top priorities in the school district's portion of the plan is rebuilding Adams Elementary, the oldest school in the district. The 116-year-old building has faced ongoing maintenance problems for years, including sewage issues, old windows, and leaking roofs. In a few weeks, students and teachers will move out of Adams and into the old Jefferson Elementary site at 37th and Grand, so the renovations can begin. For students and teachers, knowing change is finally on the way is a big relief.
It'll be great for our community, and it's great for our kids.
The first round of funding for the Parks levy is expected to come in May. Other top priority projects include construction of the new Meadow Glen Park, renovations to park restrooms and playgrounds, and the expansion of the Dwight Merkle Sports Complex. The school district hopes to have the new Adams Elementary done in 2027.
New from the Breaking Now desk, a new Trader Joe's location looks like it's on track to set up shop in Spokane Valley. According to a permit submitted yesterday to the city of Spokane Valley, the location would be right here on 13414 East Sprague Avenue, the former home of Shopco. Right now, the application is still in the review process, so there's no timeline just yet for when it could open. But fingers crossed, it gets the green light. Trader Joe's is already a fan favorite in our area, with stores on the South Hill, North Spokane, and the newest location that just opened last year in Coeur d'Alene. People love it for its unique snacks, affordable wines, and those little quirky finds you can't get anywhere else. We'll keep you updated when it's approved. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks so much. A food bank collaboration is keeping people fed. The Caritas Food Bank in Northwest Spokane is working with larger organizations like Northwest Harvest to make sure it won't have to turn away any new clients. The executive director at Caritas says it's bringing in 16 new clients every day. That includes people like Melinda Helm, who came to Caritas for the first time yesterday. She is on SNAP benefits and is still waiting for them to arrive this month. She has diabetes and says finding low sugar and gluten-free foods can be difficult at food banks.
They really don't, and so I kind of have to go off of my diet a little bit. But I do read the labels when I come here, and I just do the best I can. If it's like 1% sugar, I'm okay.
Caritas expects the rising cost of living to drive more people to food banks, even as SNAP benefits start going out regularly again.
Well, picture this. You're in the middle of something when your phone pings. It's a text from an unknown number. Is it real or another scam? A new Consumer Reports survey finds texting and messaging scams have jumped 50% in just the last year. And this might surprise you, but Gen Z is getting hit the hardest. This morning, we have the tips to help you stop those messages and protect your money.
Whether it's a text that looks like it's from your bank or a bogus bill from a toll road, if you think you're getting more unsolicited texts and messages, you're right. The new Consumer Reports Cyber Readiness Report finds text scam attempts are up by 50%. And this might surprise you. They're growing the fastest among Gen Zers.
Scammers are trying to rip off young adults.
18 to 29-year-olds are getting scammed at record levels, and reports of text scam attempts from Gen Zers tripled.
And it makes sense. They text a lot. It's a primary form of communication, and they have instant access to money on their phone.
Lower income households were 3 times as likely to lose money from scams. And the racial divide is striking too. 37% of Black Americans who ran into a scam lost money, compared to just 15% of white Americans. According to the Federal Reserve, a larger share of white adults use credit cards compared to Black adults.
Credit cards are safer than many other payment methods because you have a right to request a chargeback when fraudulent transactions occur. Consumers who do not use credit cards have fewer rights to dispute fraud when it occurs.
So, how can you protect your money? First, don't reply to random or unsolicited texts. Responding confirms your number is active, so fraudsters might keep bugging you or sell your number. Instead, block the number and mark it as spam. Next, cut down on text spam before it reaches you. Check with your phone carrier. Most offer free tools to filter or block unwanted messages. Also, watch out for phishing scams. Be suspicious of requests for personal information from text, emails, or messaging apps. If the message seems urgent or time-sensitive, that's another red flag. Finally, when shopping online, use a credit card. Payment apps like Cash App, Venmo, and Zelle usually don't offer the same purchase protections.
And one additional piece of protection there, use a password manager. That way you have a strong, unique password for each of your accounts, just better protecting your overall information.
Really, really important stuff.
For sure.
All right. It is now 6:38.
Checking back in with meteorologist Matt Gray. We're kind of tracking the fog as people are getting out the door this morning, Matt.
Yeah, out on the West Plains, it's getting pretty pea soupy here. So whether you're headed to Fairchild, whether, Highway 2 is part of your commute through the West Plains during the morning, just take it a little easy out there. We go from fog to rain this afternoon. Take a look at the timeline for your day coming up.
And still to come here on Good Morning Northwest, the company that owns Dollywood now owns Silverwood too. Hershen Family Entertainment buys the North Idaho theme park from its founding family. Why the Nortons chose this spire, we'll tell you coming up.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls has been North Idaho's premier flooring shop for over 30 years. From remodels to new construction, they've got your home or business covered from wall to wall. Their expert design team will work with you to find the perfect floor for your lifestyle and budget. They've got the lowest prices. From carpet and area rugs to hardwood, LVP, and laminate, if you can dream it, they can floor it. Dream it, design it, live it at Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls.
AutoNation's Black Friday used car event starts now. Shop over 25,000 used cars at AutoNation.com. All priced to sell with zero down. Plus, make no payments till next year. Save your cash for the holidays. Hurry to AutoNation today.
Escape to Mistaqua Casino Hotel, just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Enjoy the region's only non-smoking casino, featuring exciting ways to win, delicious food options, and a beautiful hotel to book your next getaway. Relax, rejuvenate, and discover more fun with our hotel amenities, including a sparkling pool, modern fitness center, and a convenient ski locker room designed for guests heading to the slopes. Plan your perfect staycation and book today at Mistaqua.com.
Out here, no one hands you anything. Every chore, every acre, every paycheck, you've earned it all. So, your finances should work as hard as you do. Ascend Checking from P1FCU can earn you 3.5% APY with no monthly fees, no gimmicks, just rewards for the work that you're already doing. Because around here, dividends are for the doers. Learn more at p1fcu.org/ascend.
This week on Neutrogena Remembers.
Will you marry me?
I love you.
If you remember these two, it may be time to start using Neutrogena Retinol Regenerating Cream. It can reverse 7 years of visible aging. Great skin. Oh, to be young.
One call, that's all, means we take care of everything after your car wreck.
From dealing with insurance companies to helping you find doctors and repair shops,
Craig Swap and Associates made the whole process so easy.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
It's the Little Spokane restaurant with a big heart.
It's the best fried chicken in Spokane.
How has Chicken and Mo survived 30 years of ups and downs? Owner Bob Hemphill shares the struggles, the laughs, and his big dream tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest.
It's now 6:41. After more than 30 years, Silverwood is getting a new owner.
The Herschend Family Entertainment Corporation is buying the theme park. Herschend is the world's largest family-held themed attractions company. It owns intellectual properties like Dollywood and the Harlem Globetrotters. The Norton family has owned Silverwood since its founding back in 1988. The current COO releasing a statement on the acquisition, writing, "When the time came to pass the torch, Herschend was the only choice. They share our values, our long-term approach, and our belief that parks like this are built by people with heart."
And now it's time to plan your Thursday. This is going to be a busy one in your weather. For this morning, clouds, fog to slow you down for your morning drive. And then as we get into the afternoon, what has been a couple of sprinkles around the region so far turns into widespread rain. Still going to be a warm rain, pretty warm system that's moving in. And so we'll still see temperatures getting up into the 40s and into the 50s as well. And then for tonight, it's more of the same. Mild temperatures and even more rain lasting into Friday morning.
We may be safe from the robot revolution for now. The first Russian humanoid robot powered by AI fell flat on its face during its debut Tuesday. AI-Idol is, as its designers named it, appeared to lose balance while trying to wave to the audience. Oh, there it goes. The developers claim that AI-Idol is able to perform 3 basic human functions: move on its feet, manipulate objects, and communicate with humans. The company's CEO says he hopes this mistake will turn into an experience.
Looks like the moving on the feet part isn't going too great there.
Ooh, well, okay, we're safe for now.
Yeah. Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:43.
The second season of the popular Netflix reality competition show Squid Game: The Challenge is now streaming, and this year you may see a familiar face on your screen. After this break, we chat with the Spokane man who competed for the nearly $5 million cash prize. What he had to say about his experience next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
The Black Friday mattress savings are on at every Walker's Furniture and Mattress location.
Save up to $625 on Serta iComfort, up to $900 on Beautyrest Black, and up to $700 on Purple mattress sets. Take home comfort today with no money down, no minimum purchase, and no interest until 2030.
You'll even get free delivery and furniture with select mattress sets. Sleep better, spend less, and get more.
During the Black Friday mattress sale at Walker's.
Mopping is hard work. Then I tried the Swiffer Power Mop. It has a built-in solution that breaks down dirt on contact. Plus, its 360-degree swivel head cleans up along baseboards and even behind the toilet. Bye-bye, bucket, with the Swiffer Power Mop.
STCU and 4 News Now are proud to highlight volunteers throughout our region.
And that tradition continues today.
Through our Volunteers Count program, we celebrate dedicated people who help at nonprofits, large and small.
Their work benefits individuals, families, and our entire community.
Do you know of a volunteer who goes above and beyond? Someone who makes a positive impact and ensures others' needs are met?
We'd love to hear about them. Nominate them at kxly.com/volunteerscount.
Brought to you by 4 News Now and STCU.
This river wasn't dammed in a day, and GMC trucks weren't built overnight. Like every American achievement, they are a result of dedication. Over 100 years dedicated to the art of engineering and the ambition to always move this country forward. Get 0% APR on Sierra 1500 models. We are professional grade.
The pain level was over 10. There's days where I just sat and cried, and I literally crawled in the bathroom. And my doctor recommended that I go to Good Feet and try the arch supports, and took about 3-4 steps. Turned around and went and sat back down and started to cry. It was the first time that I had no pain. I want people to know my testimony. I want them to know what arch supports can do from Good Feet.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
DJ Mickey and his friends invite you to an adventure that's off the charts. Only at Disney on Ice Let's Dance. Enjoy a special holiday sing-along pre-show included with your ticket. Playing Spokane Arena November 14th through 16th.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Spokane Symphony at the Fox.
The first team to finish will survive.
There's $4.5 million on the line.
Get ready for some intense competition. The second season of Squid Game: The Challenge on Netflix is now streaming. The reality competition show is inspired by the popular TV series Squid Game, but nobody dies in this one.
No. 456 contestants compete in a variety of high-intensity challenges modeled after popular kids' games, all in the hopes of winning $4.5 million. And this season, as we mentioned, you may see a familiar face on your screen. Spokane's own Justin Poloni is on this season as number 378. He said his wife was the one who convinced him to sign up after watching the first season, thinking it would be an easy win.
You had to submit a video as a minute long, and the whole video is just like, I'm just doing this to prove that I can compete and that I can win, just to prove my wife wrong. And then 170,000 people applied, and I was like, it was crazy that they picked me off that video. Just that adrenaline of like competing, and it's all like 400 cameras on you. It was way different than I thought.
Well, Justin said that he went into the show wanting to compete hard and be his nice, kind, normal self. And although, spoiler alert, he didn't win the big prize, he said he would still do it all over again. Ooh. And there is a chance for him to do it. There's a fan vote to bring favorites back for season 3, and we'll have all that information up on our website, KXLY.com.
Yeah, fan favorite. Vote for Justin. All right, here's a live look this morning talking about fog all around.
Yeah, it's at the very least, it is misty as we start our day. In some places, it's a lot more than just misty, let's put it that way. It's the fog is pretty thick here as you work your way towards downtown Coeur d'Alene. You can see that here now. It is quite mild this morning, and that has been the story throughout this week. Temperatures in the 40s. We've had no ice scraping or anything. You barely needed the defroster the last couple of mornings. That trend will continue. The fogginess remains around the West Plains and into the downtown Coeur d'Alene area. We're doing a little better in the valley, and as you head up north towards places like Rathdrum, Hayden, and Spirit Lake here this morning. But just remember, if you got a longer commute, you are going to see some pretty variable conditions. Pretty foggy in Moses Lake as well this morning. For this afternoon, very mild conditions continue. We're going to flirt with the 50s once again, and we're going to see quite a bit of rain around the inland northwest. There's not a lot of rain out there right now, just some showers around Waterville. That's about it. A couple of sprinkles around Medellin Falls. Well, that's got to change pretty quickly heading into this afternoon. I'm expecting by about lunchtime for Spokane, for Coeur d'Alene, we're going to start to see that rain begin to roll in. And it's going to start, well, obviously a little bit earlier, further west in places such as around Moses Lake and Omak. Expect that to happen in the late morning, kind of right after we get done with our morning commute. Then for the afternoon, it's still raining, especially across North Idaho. We'll start to clear out a little bit in central Washington in the late evening, but up and down the I-90 corridor, guess what? it's still raining. So we have a very good chance of rain through the beginning of the night. We'll have more of a kind of widely scattered showers across North Idaho and northern parts of eastern Washington as we wake up on Friday morning. And we'll continue to see kind of a scattered shower situation in the northern parts of our region for Friday. And that's going to be this system. And we have another one that's going to be coming in later on into the weekend. What we have not talked about is snow, not even on the mountain passes. This is a very warm system. The average first day of snow, measurable snow in Spokane, is today, November 13th. So we're going to be a little bit later of a start for this year. Temperatures are going to cool off after the weekend, so we're going to have to keep an eye on things with another system coming in for the middle of next week. It's going to be cold enough that we may see a winter mix. We'll keep you updated in the coming days. In the meantime, it's time for your latest headlines today in the Morning Sprint after this.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4.
4 News Now is brought to you by Avamere at South Hill.
From your head and shoulders, down to your toes, and everywhere in between. Kootenai Health provides advanced medicine right where you need it, right here in North Idaho.
Donnie, you know that saying, when the going gets tough?
Sure. When the going gets tough, the tough get a personal injury lawyer.
True, but the saying is, when the going gets tough,
the tough choose an injury firm like the Advocates that can go to court and get great results.
Also true, but the saying, when the going gets tough, the tough
hire a firm that will take on big insurance companies and win. Oh, and also the tough get going.
There you go. Injured? You deserve an advocate.
Everyone's gearing up for the holidays. The best friend.
So happy together.
And the first timer. The neighborhood hero. And the out-of-towners. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Red Tag. Now well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models. Plus, Costco executive members can get a $12.50 members-only incentive.
If you've been injured in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident,
the best time to call an attorney is as soon as possible.
The second best time?
Right now.
Call Russell and Hill.
The sooner you call, the sooner we can start working on your case.
And remember, the call is free, the advice is free.
And we win your case, or it's free.
Injured in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident?
Call Russell and Hill.
Russell and Hill will fight for you. Call 800-LAW-0842.
Bathfitter does showers? That's right. We offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes. We can even convert your bath into a shower. How about that? With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower to fit your needs, guaranteed for life. Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we've been experts at showers for just as long. Get yours today. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Is there a sport your kids haven't suited up for? Luckily, when it comes to providing advanced care for your family, there isn't a sports injury Kootenai Health hasn't seen. Find your specialist at kh.org.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
It is 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Thursday with the morning sprints.
Foggy around the area now and very wet through the day. We got meteorologist Matt Gray with a look at our forecast.
A local food bank's having to collaborate to keep up with rising demand, serving new clients every day. We'll tell you about it.
But first, Hannah Joy live in studio with details on the government shutdown finally coming to an end.
Yeah, Natalie, yesterday House members were back inside the Capitol for the first time in 54 days, and they voted to end the longest shutdown in history. The bill was then signed by President Trump. Many Democrats did vote against the bill, saying it doesn't do enough to keep health care costs down. Officials say it'll take some time for things to get back to normal. This deal runs through the end of January, and if Congress can't agree on a long-term deal, we could be facing another shutdown.
Despite the government reopening, there are still some lingering impacts. The Department of Transportation announcing flight reductions at 40 of the nation's airports will remain at 6%. Spokane is not one of those airports, but travelers here are still feeling the impacts. The FAA says it is still figuring out whether the system can gradually return to normal. For the latest on the impacts of the shutdown, tune into Good Morning America.
Cloudy skies and areas of some pretty thick fog in your forecast for the start of today. But really, it is all about the incoming wet weather. It's on the way for the inland northwest. So a couple of little scattered showers here as we head into the morning. Then after lunchtime, rain really starts to get cranked up here. It'll be quite mild. They're bringing in some warm air, warm, breezy conditions along with that rain. And it is going to be pretty soggy for the afternoon and for the evening. Wet weather continues into early Friday morning.
Idaho State Police are investigating a crash involving a vehicle and 2 pedestrians. It happened at the intersection of Michigan Avenue and North A Street near the Clearwater Public Library in Orofino. According to ISP, officers responded to the crash around 6 o'clock in the evening. A 76-year-old man and 75-year-old woman were taken to the Clearwater Valley Health Center by ambulance. They say the driver was a 46-year-old woman.
East Adams Rural Healthcare faces closure within months. The Ritzville Hospital carries more than $10 million in debt and struggles to maintain operations. If the hospital closes, the nearest emergency room would be 45 minutes away. Interim CEO Todd Nida points to past leadership mistakes as the source of the financial crisis. Hospital leadership is planning a town hall for Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock at the Legion Hall in Ritzville to answer any questions about the hospital's future.
Washington State University confirmed it is parting ways with athletic director Ann McCoy. Yesterday's release from WSU did not confirm if she left on her own or whether she was fired, saying only she will no longer serve in the role. McCoy was the university's 15th athletic director and the first woman to hold that position. She'd worked for WSU since 2001. John Harlow, the chief operating officer for athletics, will serve as the interim athletic director.
Well, today marks 3 years since 4 University of Idaho students were murdered in an off-campus home by Brian Kohberger. This comes as the family of one of the victims, Kaylee Gonsalves, endorses a Change.org petition to stop a Lifetime movie from being made about the murders. The Gonsalves family posting on Facebook, "We do not want Kaylee being portrayed in a slasher film."
It looks like Spokane voters have said yes to the $440 million Together Spokane proposal. It promises upgrades and improvements to every neighborhood across the city. One of the top priorities in the school district's portion of the plan is rebuilding Adams Elementary, the oldest school in the district. The first round of funding for the Parks Levy, part of it, is expected to come in May. The school district hopes to have the new Adams Elementary done in 2027.
A food bank collaboration is keeping people fed. The Caritas Food Bank in Northwest Spokane is working with larger organizations like Northwest Harvest to make sure it won't have to turn away any clients. The executive director at Caritas says it's bringing in 16 new clients a day. Caritas expects the rising food cost of living to drive more people to food banks, even as SNAP benefits start going out regularly again.
People visiting downtown Spokane have enjoyed this barbecue chicken restaurant for decades. Bob Hemphill built Chicken and Mo from nothing. A tiny doorway, a love for cooking, and a vision for community. But now downtown is quiet and the future of his beloved restaurant is in jeopardy.
My wife wants to sell out, but I'd like to have 10 more of these, or 20 more, or 30 more, or 40 more, or 50 more.
Will Chicken and Mo survive? Don't miss Hannah Joy's report tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest.
And we'll be back with a final check of weather with meteorologist Matt Gray. It's coming up right after this commercial break.
At 4 News Now, we're part of this community, sharing your stories, listening to your voice, and delivering the news that matters most to you. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
A penny saved is a lifetime earned. Numerica Credit Union. Money where it matters.
Chef Lena is taking the Tide Boosted test.
Oh, yeah, I need it.
Try Tide. It's boosted. The other stuff can't match Tide's Boosted Clean. Test passed.
Smells like clean.
It's cleaner, whiter, brighter, and fresher. It's got to be Tide.
Boosted!
At Coeur d'Alene Nissan, the Rogue is ready for wherever life takes you. It's the crossover with advanced technology and loads of room. Luxury comfort, perfect for cruising around town, long weekend trips, and everything in between. And with the Pro Pilot Assist, the Rogue helps drive for you. Hands-free, feet-free, worry-free. Take a test drive at our beautiful dealership just off Highway 95. Nice cars, nice people, Coeur d'Alene Nissan.
A look here at the Spokane River on a cloudy and in some cases foggy start to your Thursday. We're going to see a lot of rain this afternoon. That rain carries on into Friday. We will get a bit of a break here for the start of the weekend, but just don't count on it lasting for too long. We've got a pretty active weather pattern on deck for us now as we head into the middle days of November, with more wet weather coming Sunday and Monday. Much cooler weather for early next week as well, and the possibility of some winter mix in the extended forecast.
Well, thanks so much for starting your day with us here on Good Morning Northwest.
Glad to have you along. We'll see you throughout the morning on Good Morning America. It starts right now.